Right, so a lot of reviewers will drive their car round country lanes and stuff and pretty motorways and things, but they won't actually show you what happens when, like, you're every day. So I'm starting my commute in the morning here. I'm going to get the car in the garage. Don't have to actually get in the garage on the GT line spec because I just start the car up remotely and I can back it out in the garage. Things I quite like are the heads-up display on this car. It's got my information for the speed that you're travelling at, the speed limit. It's got the details about lane keep assist if it's on, details about the auto steer as well. And in traffic and stuff, you can turn the car onto a sort of traffic assist kind of function with the cruise control. Let me turn that on now. On the adaptive smart cruise, set the speed limit up to what it's meant to be for this area, which is 50 miles an hour. On the motorway, it will automatically set the speed limit for what the road is based on the maps as well, and then drop down through roadworks. So it's really clever in that regard. I'm at 79% charge and I've got 224 miles of range with the AC on and 238 miles with the AC off. This is the heat pump variant, 77.4 kilowatt hour battery, and it is the GT Line S spec. So you get all the fancy stuff like the cameras, you get the panoramic sunroof, which I can't show you at the moment because the sunroof is where I've attached the camera. There's other fun stuff like the nav buttons move between nav and climate down here. Let the car do the hard work here. I'm not actually pressing any buttons, just steering through the roadworks. Feet are off the pedals. Now this is in eco mode and the acceleration is quite smooth on it. Obviously it just dials everything down. If we press the button here, we go into different drive modes like normal and sport, and on sport it gets really responsive. Like you put your foot down and you're away. But for the commute and things, eco mode's going to be more than adequate. There's also a special snow mode that if you hard press the drive mode button on the steering wheel here, it'll switch to that, which is handy and when you're driving in snow. Gives you more control. If I press the mode button here, either get CarPlay or Android Auto. You can also get Sounds of Nature, which is this here, which is basically a built-in system where it plays different snippets of like what are meant to be calming audio. So we've got a crackling fireplace, snowy village, lively forest, calm ocean waves, rainy day, open air cafe, and back to warm fireplace again. Turn that off just now. Now the engine, well, the vehicle safety sound is customizable as well. I think I've got it set to dynamic at the moment, and there's lots of different settings in the system where you can change it to different things. I'm just going to pull in here for my morning coffee. I could really do with some chargers here for when you stop off. So we're back on the A road into work. It's a 50 limit here. I've set the cruise control smart adaptive cruise to 50. It does lane keep assist, and it will auto steer for you as well, even on these roads. On the motorway, it will actually, if you flick your signal, it will overtake for you calmly and smoothly when it's safe to, which is a really nice feature. This car is apparently autonomous driving ready, so I do look forward to that being switched on at some point when it's legal to over here. So the car's making lots of small steering inputs to keep me in the middle of the lane. This car does turn some heads. People do look at it because it's so new. It looks so different from any other electric car that's out there, especially with its big bottom and the tiger face front. On the first day of ownership, I had two people come up to me and say what a nice car it was, which was really nice. So we're on the dual carriageway section here. This is 40 miles an hour. We'll put the cruise control back on. Lane markings aren't good enough for the, oh there we are, found them. It's now doing auto steer to keep me in lane. So all these tiny movements of the steering wheel and the car keeping itself adjusted. It's seen the car in front as well. Recognise that's there. The seats in this car are mega comfy. I mean, I can just lie back here and just enjoy my commute. I've got a blind spot warning come up as this car's passing. There we go. Comes up on the side mirror, and it comes up on the little information screen in front of me as well. And also the heads-up display. So I've got it in 3 locations. Here's another one. I've got it on the heads-up display in front of me, got it on here, and I've had it on the wing mirror as well. So fun things to add, you can have 2 seat positions for yourself per profile. So I've got seat 1 position set up as sitting upright, seat 2 lying back down, sort of power nap idea. If you switch profile by clicking up here, you can hit change user. You can't do it while you're driving, but you can change to a different driver, and it will change the seat profiles and the mirror positions, so you don't have to adjust your mirrors or your seats. For example, if the wife wants to drive the car, she just selects her profile and it automatically puts her seat in the right place for her and the mirrors in the right place for her, because she likes to drive right up on the steering wheel like this. Whereas I'm a sort of more laid back driving style. You can set up the cruise control style as well in settings. I've got it based on my driving style. There's so many bells and whistles on this car that it's difficult to outline them all in one small video, so I'm probably going to do lots of little ones, like, and if you keep pressing this button you get lots of different drive information. I've travelled 8.3 miles since recharging. Average is 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. Good thing about having all this information in front of me as well is I'm not distracted at all by shiny buttons. I can keep my eyes on the road ahead. Averaging 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour at the moment. So when you indicate as well, the little modules here flick up to show you your blind spot. So you know you're not going to smash into anyone, like cyclists or anything are coming up your inside. Like, for such a sporty car as well, it's a really comfortable commute driver as well. I had a Nissan Leaf 2018 model for years, and it was a nice commute car as well, but it wasn't really much more than that. The quality of the roads in Edinburgh is terrible. Now we're on iPedal mode by flipping the paddles here all the way down, which means I can drive one-footed for accelerator and brakes. So basically the accelerator, it becomes like a big go-kart pedal. Press it down to go forwards, you ease off to slow down, and then eventually come to a stop. It blends in the brakes. This is the first real test of this car as well. I've not done a commute with it. I picked it up on Friday, and over the weekend I did a little bit of bashing around, doing just drives places like Falkirk Stadium and stuff, and not treating the car well at all, just treating it like it was a new car. So now I'm actually sitting back, driving it as I normally would, and I'm quite pleased with cold day in winter. It's averaging 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour, and yeah, I've got no complaints. So actually for this trip it's 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour for the 8.6 miles I've travelled, according to the drive information. One really cool thing I like as well is you can have the reversing camera on permanently as well. Because a lot of people complain about cars like this having terrible like vision out in the back, but this one's not bad, but you've still got the added bonus of being able to drive with your rear camera on permanently. I mean, I've got good visibility as well outside the A-pillars and out the windows here. The wing mirrors are nice and huge. And there we are, 10.7 miles 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. Just check my tyres so they don't scuff against the curb here. .360 mode. Edinburgh has killer curbs, so the last thing you want is your car getting bashed on them. As always, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There'll be a new video coming out of our road trip to Alnwick in the north of England, so keep an eye out for that.